Hi, my name is Vanya Vaid and my student ID is 1024192884.
Hey, my name's Abdullah Salik. My student code is 1026878081, and today myself and Vanya Vaid will be going through a social network analysis conducted on the activewear industry. Due to growing awareness of the benefits of health and wellness, both women and men are incorporating more fitness activities into their life. The market share for women's activewear has drastically increased in popularity due to the desire to have a healthy and balanced lifestyle. This has led to consumers needing apparel that would allow for a seamless transfer from an office setting to a gym setting, creating a growing desire for athleisure apparel and the casualization of women's activewear. The first organisation that will be analysed is Lululemon Athletica. Lululemon Athletica, founded in 1998 by Dennis Wilson, is an activewear brand well known for its premium quality activewear as well as yoga attire. Since 1998, Lululemon has grown to become a brand with over $4.4 billion in revenue. The brand has an extremely large following, with exceptionally loyal customers who use the brand's attire for their daily physical activity such as yoga, running, and workouts. The brand also caters for consumers that wear athleisure for normal everyday life and comfort. Lululemon currently has a strong social media presence with an account on all the top social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. The social network analysis will analyze Lululemon's social media presence and activities on Twitter. All of Lululemon's social media channels serve a different purpose based on their following on each marketing channel. The organization's Twitter account is mainly used for consumer engagement from Lululemon, where the organization will at times reply to tweets or retweet posts from their followers. A majority of the posts made on the Twitter account are either inspirational quotes or educational posts that teach the viewer about yoga and health. Lululemon is able to avoid product posts on their Twitter accounts due to their extreme presence on Instagram. With 15 Instagram accounts, one for each region the business operates in, the organization utilizes the Instagram platform for product promotion as well as ambassador promotions. The content posted has the intention of influencing the consumer to live a healthy lifestyle, utilizing images and videos of ambassadors and other community leaders wearing products during their daily fitness routines. The social network analysis is based upon Twitter users' interactions with Lululemon. The tagging of Lululemon's account has been analysed in order to gather a deep insight into the most popular groups within the social network for the organisation, as well as the types of interactions that are had and with whom the interactions are with. In total, there are 118 network members, with 268 interactions shared between the members. A total of 18 groups have been identified in Lululemon's Twitter analysis. Out of the 18 groups, only 6 clusters include more than 2 members with ties to Lululemon. The 3 most saturated groups include key members such as Jordan Clarkson, UHG Danny, and Elena Raponi. Jordan Clarkson is a recent addition to the Lululemon Ambassadors team. Jordan Clarkson is a professional basketball player signed to the Utah Jazz. With his addition to the ambassador team, it has created a much greater industry for Lululemon, with Jordan Clarkson getting many mentions from external and internal sources from the cluster alongside Lululemon. With Cluster 1, the key members within the group are Lululemon themselves as well as Jordan Clarkson. There are a total of 38 interactions directed towards Jordan Clarkson from within the cluster, including 1 external interaction coming from K-Steel 1. The level of degree from Lululemon themselves is 84. Overall, between the 2 key members of this cluster, there is no out degree, as no tweets have been made with other accounts tagged. Elena Raponi is a key member for Cluster 2, acting as a gatekeeper for the interactions with other members of the organisation. All other posts within the cluster involve her and have stemmed from her post tagging Lululemon.
Now I will talk about Organization 2, Lorna Jane. Lorna Jane was a name given by Lorna Jane Clarkson in 1989. As the most awarded designer of the time, Lorna Jane wanted to create a fashionable brand of activewear that had the potential to be worn for the gym and also as a contemporary fashion item for everyday use. The creation of the new designs were sold as custom-made pieces, but Lorna wanted women to think differently in terms of gym wear. Today, Lorna Jane is a global brand with 200 stores in United States and Australia. Her main roles involve overseeing the marketing campaigns and giving creative directions in terms of new styles. The estimation of wealth in the global market predicts that Lorna Jane sits at around $500 million. And this strategy is fueled by their strong presence on social media. Their exciting marketing campaigns on Instagram with 1 million followers, mottos like Move, Nourish, and Believe on Twitter, and Marketplace at Facebook with 1 million likes showcases their brand has a very high potential of amassing high traffic in the social media platform. Agenda for each social media platform. Twitter. Even though Lorna Jane has a very high presence on Instagram and Facebook, there is also a very high present in Twitter. And it interacts with all its consumers using hashtag Live, Love, Nourish and Active Living, expanding on the company's philosophies and other endeavors. They have also linked traveling, healthy living, and lifestyles into the brand to attract new consumers. Lorna Jane also has a Facebook account which has close to 1 million likes on Facebook from 25 years ago. The Facebook group grows at around 5,000 likes per week and has a weekly range of about 1 million people. This combination of exploring real life stories and posting lifestyling tips for women interested in following their lifestyle, Lorna Jane has equipped this into their $500 million industry. Lorna Jane has invested in a social media team that deviates from old advertising and rather focuses on creating a lucrative social media presence. On Facebook, customers are encouraged to be a part of the brand, to post pictures wearing the products. They also take initiative in personally answering questions from consumers by hearts and emojis. Instagram. Since coming a long way from custom fits, Lorna Jane herself has branded Lorna Jane as a company on a social media scene. Instagram is not only a tool for advertising, but it is for posting personal content for each consumers. The post resonates with the fitness industry and is relevant to the modern movement of yoga and healthy foods. Another aspect is connecting with the customers and sharing information that is helpful and relevant, as said by the manager Jesse Dean. With regular reviews of customer feedback and comments, and creating a brand that threads into fitness and health rather than just clothing as a brand, this showcases the rapid increase in their social media space. On the Instagram space, Lorna Jane gave a personal experience for each and every customer, focusing on a target audience of women to invest in their product and create a buzzword terminology. For example, Nourish, which is also the name of her book that she published a while ago, talking about healthy eating. S&A analysis. Social network analysis is a process of investigating the social structures and creating graphs and networks to better understand relationships and different companies that interact with the main target company. It seeks to understand the networks and their participants and looks at their relationships and the main actors involved in the social context. The social analytics of Lorna Jane are based on the Twitter searches, and it focuses on the interaction the company has and the mentions it gives to different groups on Twitter. Number of network members. Social networks is an umbrella term that covers many forms and functions. It relates to each node and its relevant worth. There are a total of 6 network groups that join to form a map of network analysis with 8 edges and 4 unique edges. Groups involve clusters, and a cluster is a combination of individuals with a dense friendship pattern internally, but usually a very sparse friendship externally. There are totally 2 main clusters that are identified in the Twitter search analysis. There's a G1 group and a G2 group. The key network members, therefore, are the ones that have the most interaction and have a very thick range of friendships between each other internally. This includes Lorna Jane Active, which is their main official tag for the company and is the most mentioned and used. Names of the interaction. From the cluster formed, Group 1 has many network groups with 2 maximum in degrees. There is also cluster 2 that has 2 network members and has an out degree of around 5, and from the 2 members to the other group, to the other cluster. Again, Lorna Jane is the main tag of the website and therefore has the most interactions. Final summary. The activewear industry is ever-growing market with a growing consciousness of physical well-being amongst consumers, as well as the growing popularity of fitness influencers or social media platforms. Although the activewear industry is fairly saturated with many brands and competitors providing a very similar product, there is always room for another brand as activewear is not considered a statement piece for branding and is rather worn for comfort. In order for success as an activewear brand, it has been made evident through research findings that comfort based on the materials used and a level of material used is what sets it apart to other competitors. On social media, in order to differentiate from competitors and to attract a large audience, it is recommended that use of athletes and other influencers is crucial in generating interactions between social media channels. Based on the current SNA mapping of Lululemon's Twitter account, it is evident that with the introduction of the NBA player Jordan Clarkson as an ambassador, it has brought an increase in an in degree for Lululemon, gaining attention from many consumers that have links to Jordan. Currently, Lululemon has an out degree of 0. This means there are no interactions that come from Lululemon account. In order to increase the large audience attention, it should seek to create posts that involve tagging of ambassadors. A way to improve and further grow the brand, Lorna Jane should introduce collabs and new celebrity faces that can help it to make the brand more attractive. The brand utilized challenges and positive quotes and interactions with customer base, which has brought them much more success. With the combination of new social media techniques that Lorna Jane applies, it should keep in mind a long-term and short-term plan of goals for the company and give a fluid direction. Either that could be an expansion into a new product or adapting the clothing wear or keeping it original. Lorna Jane should have an insight on its primary goals and use various techniques to facilitate the goal.